Hey there, something a little different today on MotoTrek. Today I want to test out a new 360 camera, and then if it works out, we'll start using it in our videos. Joining me today is my friend, the photographer and frequent MotoTrek helper-outer, David Fox. David makes all the great action riding photos of Dusty and Brett that you've seen on our Instagram. We didn't do any planning for this day trip, just a quick phone call last night, and we decided to meet on the Olympic Peninsula. We filled up and headed west from Skokomish towards Winoochi Lake. Should be pretty smooth sailing, definitely more off-pavement than off-road. It's pretty cool that forest roads like these are just an hour's ride from any West Coast city here in Washington. I've always liked the idea of a 360-degree motorcycle camera. Believe it or not, MotoTrek was actually called Moto360 when we started. Check out the first few episodes if you don't believe me. 360 cameras are cool because they see everything, and then you can decide which point of view to use later. They're kind of perfect for technique demos and POV shots, like what we did with the X2 for a deep sand demo with Dusty a few years ago. The trade-off is lower resolution. Even the 8K image starts to fall apart when you zoom in to reframe. But really, today is more about just kind of getting out, going for a ride, finding some nice gravel roads, loosen up the ADV muscles, and we'll see how the Insta360 does while we're at it. If you're out here visiting, there's a 300-mile paved loop around the peninsula that you can ride in a day. But if you have more time, you should definitely ride the off-road route published by ADV Pulse. Either way, it's a great ride. There are beaches and rainforests and lakes and mountains. Highly recommended, especially in the summer when it's hot everywhere else. So I'm watching this camera bounce around, and I can't help but think that the footage won't be any good. But as you can see, it's not that bad. It's pretty smooth, kind of remarkable. I do want to find a way to mount the camera more securely though. I'm also hearing a lot of wind noise. The onboard camera mic actually sounds like this. So definitely there are some adjustments to make when I get home. But before we head back, let's do a bike check of David's 890.
I had one of the early 790s, which in fact was what Brett Tax rode in the MotoTrek review video. I'm Brett, and about a year ago I decided I wanted to upgrade the suspension, and I got the 890R model, and it's been a great bike. I've added daytime running lights with high beams. I added the TourTech fold-over mirrors. I added foot pegs that have a larger platform to them, which gives me more stability and comfort while I'm standing up. I added an easy clutch that has a longer actuation lever so that the pull at the clutch lever is less. I added a steering damper, which is adjustable and pretty nice whether you're riding down the highway or adjusting it to work better in sand or really rough terrain while you're going fast. So I've had a 790 and now with this 890R, and I just think it's a really well-balanced bike for adventure touring and BDR type riding.
So I reattached the Insta360 with a RAM mount fitting onto the GPS mount, and I moved the GPS to the handlebars. Everything's 100% rock solid and secure now. So I got a Bluetooth mic, and it sounds a lot better than the camera mic, but I still need to test different audio level settings. The camera runs off the bike's USB and it has an auto record feature, so it just takes one click to power up and record, and one click to stop recording and power down. I'm pretty happy with the setup. Anyway, it sure is nice getting back on the bike after a long winter. Thanks for watching and letting us know what's up.